All right, everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So we're getting caught up on some more Shonen Jump stuff today. We got all the Kaiju, Gokurakugai, and Spy Family out of the way, so now we're just tackling the Akane-Banashi backlog. So there's going to be a lot of content dropping for you this weekend, so if you haven't already, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Without further ado, let us dive into the Akane-Banashi, chapter 149. And you see as Akane's walking off to raucous applause from the audience. And you have the next guy with this little pinstripe, or not this pinstripe, this funky looking jacket with a bow tie and mop head. He's walking out with a, oh boy, I've got my work cut out for me after the Futatsume raised the roof like this. Ooh! And you have Akane-Banashi Story 149 release, with story by Yuki Tsunaga, art by Takamasa Moe, translation by Stephen Paul, lettering by Sneer Aron, and Rakugo supervision by Keiki Hayashiya. And he thinks back to, again, Tyson. It's in your future, you need to be so this is Akane Ara. And you see her, I can't go on, can't do it. And he's like, huh? I thought you were sailing so smoothly, you were cracking jokes about it. He's like, no, why would I do something like that? I was just using that spot to hide a burp. He's like, I can't. And he just lets out a breath. He's like, ugh, this is pathetic. I'll go put on some tea, Aniki. And she thinks back to him saying, maybe you could save some of the bossiness until you've acted like my older sister apprentice. And he's like, I think you mean Nissan. He's like, you think you earned san? He's like, huh? And you see a shiver, shiver, shiver. As you have a, pardon me, as someone's clicking a little watch. It's 3 minutes to focus the mind before a performance. That is my principle. And you see, God, this guy looks so fucking straight-laced. And you see the other Rakugo master we haven't seen yet, Mr. Glasses here. He goes, that is my principle. And Tyson's like, so much pressure. I'm pretty sure this guy is the chairman of the Rakugo Federation. And you have Okanbai Shomei Subakiya. And she goes, please forgive my late introduction. I'm Akane Arakawa. And he goes, save the introduction for another day. I overheard your discussion. It's like, take this. And he pops out a little medicine case. He's like, what is it? What is it? It's herbal medicine. It should ease your symptoms somewhat. He's like, thank you very much. It's don't bother thanking me. I'm merely following my principles. Now get going before you impede the schedule. He's like, pardon me then. And then she thinks back to lunch she's having with Shiguma with, my version of God of Death came from his old man, the previous Master Shomei. So Master Shomei's father was also a, not just his father. Shomei Subakiya is the one Miyoseki in the Rakugo world that is literally hereditary. That man is the descendant of an entire Rakugo clan. And he's looking all serious, he's holding his glasses. You have both Chocho and Hasho Ani-san told me about her. So that's, and he mutters to himself, Toru Osaki's daughter. Yeah, sounds like a tough environment. The crowd is still buzzing after that Futatsume girl's performance. Hopefully the vice chairman of the federation doesn't get shown up by a Futatsume. Fue, fue, fue. It's that's very funny. I recognize her skill, but she doesn't have the sight. This is still the art of a Futatsume. And you see back at the house with finally fearing more like myself. And you have welcome back from your stay in France. It's Master Ikin. It's I was doing a job in the area. I asked Koguma if he wanted to come by, but it's no, he wouldn't come. The time's not right yet. It's have you heard about Master Shiguma? It's I have. I want to go see him, but I'm waiting to hear from Mikuru Ani-san first. It's that's a good idea. Anyway, it's a good thing that you came home earlier than expected. Things have been interesting for Arakawa while you've been away, but we can catch up on all that later. It's sorry to take up your time. He's waiting. And you see Isho just standing there looking all grumpy again. As Akane's today I returned from France to, he goes, no speeches. What have you gained from your training? And she goes, it's not so much about what new things I learned. And she thinks back to I have Rakugo, as realizing the greatness of what I already had. And he just goes, a trifling discovery, but not a bad one. I release your restrictions. I assume you've come here to learn about Shiguma's art. I'll give you answers about the path you must seek. Oh, alright, so quick thoughts on the chapter. Now we're finally kind of getting back into the interesting things. So I finally got an introduction to the straight-laced hereditary Rakugo bro. So it'll be interesting to kind of see what his gimmick is, apart from like the whole like I'm really following my principles bit. What kind of like what his art style and things specifically are. But yeah, not much more to say. Like it was a very small introduction. You can't really glean too much from that just yet. Apart from that, I'd like that even now there's still, bad blood between both Isho and Akane. Both of them kind of have like a grudging respect and things for each other, but they're not really like camaraderie or friendly yet. Apart from that, I really hope we're not going to get like even talking about Shigumo's art, and then we just get like it's sidelined. We're like, I'll find out at like a later date and get it like off screen. But yeah, hopefully we'll have some interesting thoughts in the next chapter. So all that said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I mentioned, a lot of Shonen Jump stuff will be coming out today now that I've got caught up on my hiatus. So until next time, this is Ash. I'll talk to you all later.